So welcome back, guys, to another video. And I took a week off of YouTube just because I needed to recharge my batteries. I was putting out almost 3 videos a week, and honestly I was getting a little tired, so I was like, I'm just going to stop for just a little bit. And while I was taking my little break, I was actually tagged by a wild YouTuber by the name of Power Metal Gamer, who made a video talking about 5 gaming facts on itself. And for some of you guys that don't understand what tag videos are, is pretty much you make a video and you tag other YouTubers, and then they make a response video talking about said subject, which is 5 gaming facts. And I had to think about this really hard, thinking about 5 gaming facts of myself. Wow. I guess I'll start from the beginning. You know, honestly, guys, I wouldn't be doing this channel, I wouldn't be having these video games if it wasn't for my grandfather. My grandfather was the guy who got me into video games. I think one of the earliest memories I have is going to his house on Thanksgiving and playing his Atari 2600 and playing games like Asteroids and Missile Command, you know, stuff like that. And he was actually the one who got me my first batch of video game systems I still have to this day. He's the one that got me my NES, my Super NES, my Sega Genesis. And what was funny is he didn't just get these systems because he was like, hey, this kid really likes video games. He got them because he wanted to play them too. He was such a huge gamer. And unfortunately, he's not here anymore. He passed away about a little bit over a year ago. But honestly, I can say that his last days here, we were still talking about video games, and I actually hooked up my Atari Flashback 2, and he sat down and he watched me play Missile Command and Asteroids, all those old classics, and we were feeling very nostalgic. And you know, it was such a like a therapeutic moment, and it kind of made me realize of like why we hold this hobby so dearly to our hearts, because it has such memories to it. So I mean, if it wasn't for my grandfather, I would probably be into video games, but I wouldn't be into them like I am now. So that's my first gaming fact. The second one is this game right here, Dragon Warrior, is such an important game to me because not only was this my first RPG I ever played, but this game here actually helped me learn how to read when I was a kid. I played this game when I was like 6 or 7 years old, and at the time, I'll go ahead and admit it now because I'm still guilty of it, I don't read a whole lot of books. I'm a very active person. Like, I like to be doing things, and to sit down and read a book, unless it's something really interesting, it's hard for me to do that. And I got Dragon Warrior at a flea market. My mom bought it for me because it had a dragon in it, and you know, dragons are automatically cool. And I took this game home and started playing it, and it was something I had never played before. It was a role-playing game, and it had a lot of text to it. And I remember my mom was telling me, she was like, well, I guess you can't understand the game unless you get better at reading. So it gave me the drive to read more as a kid. And honestly, it's so funny because some people like talk about like their first novels was like Tom Sawyer, or you know, they read Moby Dick or something like that. Mine was Dragon Warrior. That was the first novel in my eyes, and it was like an interactive book. And I think that's the reason why I love RPGs so much, you know, because it has such a sentimental tag to it. The next gaming fact of mine is I'm a musician. Other than video games, something very important to me is music. I've been playing in a band now for over 10 years. You know, we play different sort of stuff like metal and horror punk and stuff like that. I play bass in it. But not only do I like rock music, but I also really love video game music. And something that's been a hobby of mine for years, and it's been a dream of mine, is composing video game music. And I've actually started doing that a couple of years ago, and I'm actually using the background music you guys are hearing now. That's actually an original song that I had written, and I'm going to give you guys the link if you guys check this out right down here. That's my Reverb Nation. It's reverbnation.com/XanderScullion. And I write a lot of original video game tunes, and it's all free to download. So you guys, if you want to use it for your videos, do so. But I do ask, just leave a link on the description below on your videos to kind of help spread the word out, because it is a hobby, but it's something, a big dream of mine would be to write music for a video game. So let's see, that's 3. Number 4, and this is pretty funny, I play my games on easy now. I know. For years, I played games that were really difficult, like Landstalker, a lot of the RPGs, Contra. But I've noticed as I've gotten older, my gaming skills are not as good as they used to be. And when I'm playing a game and I'm wanting to review it, I'm wanting to make a quick video out of it, I'll play it on easy just so I get a quick fix of the game and I really figure it out. Now, if the game's like too easy, I'll jump up the difficulty. I don't want a game holding my hand, but at the same time, I work a full-time job now. I do YouTube, I do like 3 podcasts, and any sort of social life that I have, I don't really have the time to sit down and play like an 80-hour plus game like I used to, unfortunately. I wish I could, and that's my message to some of you youngsters out there. If you guys are still in school, if you guys are still living at home, enjoy it while you can. Play as many games as you want, because as you get older, it's going to get quite hard to do. That's just the truth. And the last one I want to talk about is my favorite gaming series. My favorite gaming series of all time is Castlevania. There's just something I love about Castlevania. I think it was because since I was a little kid, I was really into like Universal monster movies, into the macabre and horror movies, and it was just something that really got me into it. I have every Castlevania US release other than Dracula X. That's the only one I don't have, and that's just because the game is like too expensive. I have it on the Wii U Virtual Console, but as a physical like Super NES card, I don't have that yet. And one of these days I'll get it. I know I'll get it one of these days. But yeah, guys, that's just 5 gaming facts on Xander Scullion. And just to let you guys know, be sure to check out Power Metal Gamer. I'll have a link on the description below of his channel. I highly recommend it. Not only does he have a cool YouTube name, but he's also a great YouTuber, and he's got some great videos and content. Now, I have to tag 5 more people for this tag video, and I was thinking really hard about this. Who do I want to tag? First one's going to be my brother from another mother, Michael Burhan, the Nerd Genius. He's going to have to do one. Also, my good friend from Norway, Irene Ursh's channel. I'm going to tag her as well. Also, your geeky tipster, Robert, excellent YouTuber. He's tagged. Number 4 is going to be Josh from Games of War. Great YouTuber, great knowledge on RPGs, and a big Sega fan. And the last one I want to tag is Video Game Music Professor. A good friend of mine, not only in YouTube but in real life. I've hung out with him a couple of times, and he's a local YouTuber. So definitely check all these channels out. I'm going to have them all on the link on the description below. Just click those names, and be sure to subscribe to them and check out their content. That's what I love about these tag videos, is not only do you get to learn more about channels, but learn more about the channels that you watch. It's just energy giving energy. It's really, really cool. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. And as always, happy gaming.